Okay, this is Kathy, and I promise this is the very last garden video for this year because here's my garden. It's completely empty. I stripped it right down to the ground, took up the old tarp and everything. I have a little bit of straw strewn on here from when I ripped up the tarp. Whatever was left on top, that's what's here on the ground. And I'm going to recover it with new fresh tarp, because it only lasts so long, and I'm going to trim out that asparagus over there when the frost finally kills it, and then my garden will be empty. What I did do over here was I took down the old garden ghosts and I put up some new fresh ones to try to keep the squirrels from burying nuts over into my garden, and then I'll have trees growing in here next season. And over here in my circle gardens, more fresh garden ghosts to keep the squirrels out. I'm always digging up black walnuts here in the spring. But you'll notice that even with the frost that we have had, I still have a few good tomatoes. But this tomato is not going to last too much longer in the cold weather. I really like garden tomatoes better than store-bought ones, so I'm keeping this as long as I can, but it won't be too much longer. Here is, I guess I have one more tomato over in here too, and this is the yellow. Let's see, it's still good. Still good. And the asparagus is going to get trimmed down once it is frostbitten and turns gold. I keep feeding the compost heaps all winter, and they don't go down as fast as they do in the summer, but they're still feeding the garden. And next spring I will have a wonderful batch of fresh compost in the soil, and this garden will be ready to go. I am going to pull out a few more weeds here, try to get as much grass out of it as I can, and make it fresh and clean for next season. See, I got all this creeping grass here that's just annoying, but we can get rid of this. All right. And I think that's just about it. I will have to top it off next spring with a couple bags of garden soil. Just spread it out on top of everything that's here. And some of these tomatoes will become volunteers next season. And I may not even have to plant new tomatoes unless I want something a little bit sooner, in June and July. Well, that's pretty much it for this season. I hope you take the winter to think about putting up your own raised bed garden, or where you can put some kind of plants that you can eat off of, because I don't know, life is just interesting nowadays. It's good to have fresh food handy. So stay well and stay safe, and think about plants. Bye-bye.